In this lesson, we'll be discussing how to solve level 3 algebra equations. But before we begin discussing about level 3 equations, let's discuss about what level 1 and level 2 look like again. So in the first video, we saw that an equation that's level 1 looks something like this. 3x plus 5 equals x plus 3. This is considered level 1 because it has x's and numbers on both sides, so variables and numbers on both sides of the equation. Last week, we saw an equation that is level 2, and it looks something like this. 2x minus 5 minus 3x equals negative 3x plus 20 minus 5. This is considered a level 2 equation because we need to combine like terms first, in this case the 2x and the negative 3x, and the 20 and then the minus 5, before we can solve the problem. This week, we're going to be discussing about level 3 equations, and the example that will be highlighted will be 2 times 3x plus 2 equals 10 minus the quantity of 2 minus 8x. This is one form of level 3 algebra equations because it involves the distributive property, it involves parentheses. So we'll highlight that today. As a reminder, as you're watching this video, every week there will be a word of the week that's a part of your assignment. And this week's word is called vinculum. Vinculum. Look it up and you'll figure out what that means. You use it all the time in math. So the example that we're going to do is level 3. 2 times the quantity of 3x plus 2 equals to 10 minus 2 minus 8x. We're going to have the math steps on the left-hand side, and we're going to have the written steps on the right-hand side. So the first step we need to do is the distributive property. So when we do distributive property, we do 2 times 3x, which is 6x, and 2 times 2, which is 4, equals to, and we need to distribute the minus sign, and you don't see a number here, but you can imagine this as an imaginary 1 in front of it. So negative 1 times 2 is going to be negative 2. Or you can think of, negative 2. And negative 1 times negative 8x is going to be positive 8x. Another way to think about this problem is when you have a minus sign in front of the parentheses, you're doing the opposite. So the opposite of 2 is negative 2, and the opposite of negative 8x is positive 8x. So we just distributed. Next thing we do is we need to combine like terms. So we have 6x plus 4 equals to 8 plus 8x. After that, we are going to trying to get variables on one side of the equation and numbers on the other side. It doesn't matter what side you want your variables on. I'm going to have it on the right side in this case. So I'm going to take away, subtract 6x on both sides. And we know we're subtracting because we're trying to do the opposite of positive 6x, which is negative 6x. So subtract 6x on both sides. And now we have 4 equals 8 plus 2x. We simplified it. After that, we have our number on the left side and a number and a variable on the right side. So we want our numbers on the left side. The opposite of positive 8 is going to be minus 8. So subtract 8 on both sides. now we simplify. And we have 4 minus 8 is negative 4. 8 minus 8 is 0, and we have 2x as our new simplified equation. Last but not least, we divide 2 on both sides to get x by itself. And our solution is x equals negative 2, because negative 4 divided by 2 simplified is negative 2. And this is how you do a level 3 problem.